Hello, this is Dave Kelly, and I'm tremendously honored to be asked by Ryan Martineau to participate in the Top 10 celebration. Ryan belongs to a very small group of students, which I've had over the years, which are totally addicted to robotics and also excel in many other areas, such as being an Eagle Scout and a member of the Top 10 of the Pembroke Academy's class of 2020. When I say addicted to robotics, I mean totally committed. In fact, Ryan's parents have told me the Pembroke Academy robotics program was one of the main reasons their family moved into the district so Ryan could attend Pembroke Academy. In order to honor Ryan's accomplishments, I want to take a brief walk down memory lane. Ryan's freshman year had him playing in a game called Starstruck. This game consists of throwing blocks and stars back and forth across the fence, and whoever had the least game pieces on their side at the end of the match would win. It also had an interesting twist where robots could climb up on the corner posts on their side of the field. As you can see in this picture, Ryan was very excited to be a star right off of the get-go. Here you can see Ryan clearly taking control of the field and impressing the referees. It didn't take Ryan very long to distinguish himself with awards along with his all-freshman team. Not only winning individual awards, but winning overall championships. During Ryan's sophomore year, he really started to get in the zone with the new game. This game had the robot teams placing cones on the goals and then moving the goals into their end zone for the win. Once again, Ryan is totally focused on the goal. If there's any doubt about Ryan's concentration, just look at this picture. Highlighting his successful sophomore year, at the state championship, his team won and qualified for the VEX World Championship. There was a lot to celebrate at the state championship. 4 of our 134 teams qualified to travel down to Louisville and compete in the World Championship. To some, it may have been overwhelming to be competing against 2,000 of the best teams in the world, but true to form, you can see here, Ryan remains focused. Even being judged with some of the top robotic experts in the world, you can see Ryan has complete confidence. Ryan and his team made everyone proud of how they represented Pembroke Academy and New Hampshire at the World Championship. Although they may have taken a few minutes to have some fun after it was all over at the Kentucky Kingdom. Ryan's junior year was really a turning point, and his team was flagged as one of the most competitive robotics teams in the Northeast. The 2019 VEX Robotics game Turning Point had teams fighting for the possession of platforms, lifting and flipping scoring caps, and scoring flags by shooting balls at them. Ryan changed from an excited freshman and then to a sophisticated sophomore to being a cool junior competitor. However, you can see his concentration and focus is still one of his strong points. His concentration is one of the things which brings his team to their 3rd consecutive state championship. Their performance not only won them an individual award, but they ended up in the winner's circle with another trip down to Louisville for the 2019 VEX World Championship. 3 of Pembroke's team ended up qualifying for Louisville. Ryan's team shines throughout the competition. Competitors from around the world joined Ryan and his team on the big screens. Another wonderful performance and a lifetime of memories were made. As we all gathered to leave Louisville, none of us could have imagined it might be our last trip to a world championship. Ryan's senior year, and he was determined to take over the competition and make a return trip to the World Championship. This year's game had robots stacking cubes in the corner of the field and then placing cubes into the goals to multiply the scores. Ryan's determination and work with his team paid off early in the season. He and his team just continued to stack up awards and wins. Championship after championship qualified him and requalified him for the New Hampshire-Vermont State Championship. By the time his team reached the state championship, his robot iterations gave him the ability to stack more cubes than any other robots in the region. But it was not only the robot which led his team to success, but teamwork and an incredible skill at driving. A number of unfortunate circumstances happened in the finals at the state championship, and as we gathered on the stairs for our team picture, none of the teams from Pembroke had qualified for this year's VEX World Championship. However, some teams received invitations to the World Championship based on their skills scores, and Ryan's team found out shortly after the state championship they were headed to Louisville again. Then the world fell apart with the COVID-19 pandemic. The 2020 VEX World Championship was canceled. Nonetheless, Ryan's team 134C was still represented in the 2020 Virtual VEX World Championships on April 25th, 2020. In honor of Ryan's team's accomplishment, I designated Saturday, April 25th, 2020 as Team 134C Day for all the team members past and present to be celebrated by the Team Discovery family. I want to wish my best to you, Ryan, and let you know how proud I am of you. To the faculty and staff who might be watching this video, you may remember it's a long-standing tradition of mine to send the senior from the top 10 dinner home with all the leftover game pieces I have in the closet and have been storing for the past 4 years. So Ryan, I don't want you to miss out on this, and here you go. Ryan, thank you once again for the honor of being able to be the faculty member to represent you in the top 10 celebration.